Sometimes in physics you get a result which is so beautiful it sort of almost has to be correct, and this result was beautiful.
Euler's identity unites 5 of the most fundamental aspects of mathematics into one equation. E, Euler's number, I, the imaginary number, pi, 1 and 0. It also unites the 2 most fundamental operators in mathematics, addition and multiplication. Newton's second law, force equals mass times acceleration, is arguably Isaac Newton's most important scientific discovery, because nearly all of our classical mechanics can be derived from this simple equation. This is the equation for gravitational attraction. NASA needed nothing more than this equation and a few others in Newtonian mechanics when they planned the trajectories of the rocket for the moon landings. This equation describes the entropy of a black hole and was derived by Stephen Hawking. Not only does this equation manage to tell us some interesting aspects of a black hole, but it also manages to unify many of the different disciplines within physics into one equation. E equals mc squared is likely the most recognizable equation in all of mathematics and science. And rightly so, because this equation not only unifies the concept of mass and energy, it also gives us a method of explanation which is applicable to nearly everything in the universe, knowing simply the speed of light and the mass. Maxwell's equations are considered by many physicists to be the most beautiful equations ever derived. Aside from the fact that these equations manage to unify electricity and magnetism into one force, electromagnetism, these equations are also appreciated for their simplicity. If P then Q, P therefore Q is known as modus ponens. Although this is one of the simplest logical inferences, it's also one of the most useful. This is a Fourier transform, and all of modern computers owe their existence to this equation. Fermat's last theorem states that a to the n plus b to the n does not equal c to the n in any point where n is greater than 2. This showed mathematicians that no matter how simple an equation looks, that doesn't necessarily mean it won't be a bitch to prove. This equation describes one of the most mysterious discoveries in quantum mechanics, quantum entanglement.